Hello and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about counter cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. It is episode 131. Welcome to everyone. If you're new, thank you for coming. If you're old or a repeat, not old, because I know a lot of you are not old. Thank you for coming back. I'm 2 days late because I've been in a roll or on a roll finishing things. So I have an FO. So let's start with that. And Tea Time by Ink Circles is now done. So this pattern was a birthday present from Candy, the 614 Stitcher. I started it 2.5 years ago. I used it for a while as my stitching piece when I go and sit on a Saturday at Keepsakes, and I've brought it to the last two. Excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. The last two retreats I've been to, and I was just, actually 3 if you count my friend's retreat for Harry Potter weekend, and I just got on a roll and decided now was the time to finish it. So this is done. I haven't figured out how I want to fully finish it yet, whether I'm just going to put it in a frame, which now that I think about it, I probably will, because it's going to go in my kitchen, and I have another piece that's in a frame. So I love it. It was so nice. I forgot to look up to see if I had this fabric name. It was a piece. I used it for something else, and so I've got to look up and see if I have the name. But it's it's a combination of the DMC conversion and the Classic Colorworks. So I love it. And now I'm going to be something in the air got in my nose. I have had 2 scroll frame scroll ups. I got my Chinese dragon, which was the July dragon, finished. And then I've got a really good start on my August dragon. So here is the Chinese dragon, all finished. And then I've got, this is the European dragon, which is our August dragon. He is, I think markup said, about 53% done. He's got over 1,900 stitches, and I have done more than half. So I'm hoping tonight, tomorrow, I'll finish him. And then there's only one more dragon left, which will go up in this corner over here. Then I have to figure out if I'm putting, because there was a frame on it. I don't know. I didn't really like the frame that came with it. It was a little too mismatchy for me. So we'll see if I do that or not. But I'm very excited that he's as far done as he is. And then I'll have the rest of the month, because we're coming up on AB Singo. If you follow Magazine Monthly Challenge Group, every September is AB Singo. It's 25 days. using the letters of the alphabet, because it's back to school time, as your prompt. So you can do 25 separate, or you can do, you can do one and try to figure out how each letter of the alphabet will fit in. Now, I know some of you are saying, but there's 26 letters. Well, they always take out one letter. So one year it was T, one year it was S. They take out the easiest letter that, you can get many things on. So I love it. It's a lot of fun. And the challenge each day is either 100 stitches or 1 hour of work. So I've always done 1 hour because I didn't have markup before. I might switch to 100, but probably not. I'll probably keep it an hour because depending upon what I'm working on, I can get a lot done in an hour. If it's a lot of color changes, not so much, but I can get more than 100 stitches in. So I'd rather do a good chunk of whatever. So I'm going to be getting my board together for that. And also, I totally failed at Stitch the Olympics. I did the first day opening ceremonies and the rest went to heck. So I was thinking I might do Stitch the Paralympics. That will start August 29th, and I actually know one of the paracyclists. She is a year younger than my youngest, and we knew them through Children of the American Revolution. She had a botched surgery and can no longer walk. So she took up cycling and has medaled in worlds and made it to the U.S. Olympic team. So it'll be fun to see her. I know her mom better than her. My son, of course, knows her better. So I thought maybe I would use the Stitch the Olympics for the Paralympics. We'll see what happens. See if I do it. And the other thing I was catching up was my Ever After Sal. So you spoiled stupid cow, right? Selfish cow. You spoiled selfish cow is now done. I showed you this one last week, and this is this week. Why did you have to be so wonderful? I've got the next 3 weeks of boxes done, or the start for these two. This one is completely done. This will be for next Monday. And then I have to do the last one. So this Sal and the Dragon Sal will end at the same time. But whereas I'll finish work on that, this will get work every week until it's finished. So they will both finish at the same time. And I plan to have them finish at the same time so that they're done. Because dragons especially, it's not that I haven't loved it, but 9 months was a lot. So I'm terrible with Sals, but I love them when they're done. So hopefully this week I'll have time to put the purple in those frames, and who knows, maybe I'll even start on that last frame and just get it out of the way, because with the frames done, the frame is really on those the most stitch intensive. They're really easy stitches. So, and she announced the next one. If you are an Office fan, Forbidden Fiber Co. is doing quotes from The Office next. So I believe that starts in September when this one ends, and we'll go through February. So, I have some haul. My Millennial Fabrics Fabric of the Month came. I was much more careful when I opened it, and here is for July. Isn't that pretty? Very similar to my tea time that I just finished up. So now I have another piece. So there we go. That's July's fabric. Isn't that pretty? I also got from, well, I had one when we had our Harry Potter get together. I had won Athena's monthly floss pack for August, which is Molly Weasley. But at the time, Stacy didn't have the 5th one, and she got it in later and she sent it to me, but I didn't want to show it to you before Athena did. So here are the colors, and Athena was kind of going for Molly Weasley, the sweaters that she knit and wore. So we have Gentle Arts Amethyst. We have Gentle Arts Autumn Leaves, which is pretty gold. Creek Bed. Look that blue, the turquoise. We have Old Purple Paint. And we have Adzuki. It's pretty brown. So that is the floss pack inspired by Molly Weasley. If you are interested, just go to Thread the Needle Stitchery, and you can pick up your pack to help fill out your floss collection, or you can join the monthly and get a discount on those. And it's just to help fill out your floss. Okay, the last bit of haul I got was from Starlight Stitchery. It was their adventure collection. It was a mini stitch box, and it was a mini stitch box. It came in an envelope. So, if you have not gotten yours yet, spoilers, but it's just a wax paper envelope, but wow, what a lot of noise. Okay, so we got our special D20 needle minder from Stitchy Pros. We got 5 extra special colors from Forbidden Fiber Co. We have Sword Silver. We have Green Dragon. Nat 20. If you're a D&D player, you know. Wizard Robes. Isn't that pretty? That's a gorgeous blue. And this red. Oof. Healing Potion. Love that red. So, that was the mini part of the box. And now here's the main part. This book. I tell you, I don't think I would stitch everything in here. I know which ones I want to do first. So we start out with the first one from Fine Frog Stitching. And it's called Owl Bear Adventurer. Then we have Fate by the Retro Stitcher. It almost looks like it has a 3D effect to it. It's so cool. Bard Knock Life is the next one by Foxglove and Crow. And if you know the musical Annie, I know you're singing that to that right now. Roll for Coziness by World on a String by Dara. I just love this. With the teapots and then all the different shaped dice. This may be one of my favorites. The End by Bad Stitch. Isn't that amazing? This is Cats on Adventure by Cobweb and Rose. Caliburn by Urban Stitches. Isn't that something? All that black work. Ugh, it's gorgeous. I'm really curious to try that one. But I need to get some stuff done before I can try these. Let's Go Knight Rider by the Stitch Crypt. Isn't that adorable? Ugh, so cute. Dead or Alive by Stitch Sprout Cross Stitch. Tales of the Swamp Dragon by Flossie Fox Shop. How cute is that? I think though if I stitch it, this all is a little too fussy. I'd probably leave a few of those out, but oh, so cute. I think that's the last one. So, very nice Starlight Stitchery. You hit it right on the head. All the patterns are great. I don't think they have any extras. I think they printed what they printed, but you can check their shop and see. I'll have the link in my description box. I forgot to say, Black Needle Society, speaking of which, has opened up registration for their new digital retreat because they have finished up the 4 seasons with Gilmore Girls. That in April they're doing Downton Abbey. So this will be seasons 1 and 2 of Downton Abbey. If you're a Downton Abbey fan, or only sort of like it, or you know you're interested in the era and you never watched it when it was on, now is your chance. So it'll be a whole digital retreat, which will start on Wednesday in April at 6 o'clock Central Time, or 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Central Time, and go through Sunday, which that weekend, it's Palm Sunday weekend, so I can't remember the exact dates. I'll probably put them in. But I wanted you to know so you could register and join me, because I am planning to do it because I like Downton Abbey was one I watched, so I'm going to rewatch them, and it should be a fun time. So go to theblackneedlesociety.com and register for Downton Abbey. So, that is all that I have for this time. Last week was a little crazy. For those of you that have been here, you know that my son Benjamin had a liver transplant. It will be 3 years ago on Monday. And while I was at Camp BNS, they put him in the hospital because his blood work numbers weren't good. And they did all the testing. They kept him in. They released him last Thursday. And they just believe he had a bout of rejection. They did do a biopsy on his liver. We're waiting to hear from the doctor the official results. But it looks like what we were told is he had a virus. He had had a stomach bug. And that was enough to squash the control that his medication had on keeping his body in check. Because he's young, he fights harder. His body fights harder. So some of the antibodies, so while his body was taking care of the virus, it suddenly realized, oh wait, there's this other foreign thing in here. We got to get rid of that. Antibodies from the liver may have gone over into his, it's a whole thing. So it seems to be under control, but things aren't normal yet. So thoughts and prayers are appreciated right now while they get his body back beaten into submission is the only way to put it. They've changed up his doses. They're trying not to give him any more medication because, you know, if it happens again, then they already have gone to the new medication. So they're trying to work with his old medication and flip-flop which one has more doses. So be that to say, you know, here we are again. So anyway, yeah, so that's it for me. Hopefully my dragon will be done next week and I will have other stitching to show you because I'm caught up. So until next Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday at this point, I've been so inconsistent. I can't tell you. I'm shooting for Monday. Until next week, happy stitching. Bye.